Well, my name's Tom Pevear, and I have a wonderful band I get to play with here, and would love to introduce them all to you. All the way down on my left here, we got Mr. Marshall Tinnemeyer, who plays saxophone in the band. We got Mr. Shug Morrow right here, who plays harp. Eric Tarr, who plays his Fender Telecaster so beautifully. Mr. Whitnop on the bass, and Mr. Kurt Frenchie Nielsen down here on the mandolin and tenor guitar. And we call ourselves the Backyard Band.
Well, now won't you make me down a pallet on your floor? Well, I said make me down a pallet on your floor. Well, I said make it soft, make it low, so my gal won't know. Won't you make me down a pallet on your floor? Well, now you know I would be more than satisfied. Well, now if I could catch that train and ride, but when I reach Atlanta, nowhere to go, won't you make me down a pallet on your floor? Well, I said make me down a pallet on your floor. Well, I said make me down a pallet on your floor. Well, I said make it soft, make it low, so my gal won't know. Won't you make me down a pallet on your floor? Talk to us, Frenchie. Give everybody my regard. You know I'm gonna have to ride the rods, but you know when I reach Atlanta, nowhere to go. Won't you make me down a pallet on your floor? Well, I said make me down. Well, I said make me down a pallet on your floor. Mr. Marshall Tinnemeyer, everybody. Well, now I'm going to the country through that sleet and snow. I'm going up to the country through that sleet and snow. Well, I'm going up to that country, go through that sleet and snow. Well, there ain't no telling how far I gotta go. So won't you make me down a pallet on your floor? Make me down a pallet on your floor. Well, I say make it soft, make it low, so my gal won't know. Won't you make me down a pallet on your floor? Let's pick it.
Got really into like Bob Dylan and Neil Young and that kind of stuff at late high school, early college, and was playing a lot of that. And then right around when kind of two big things happened, the biggest one being Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack came out, and that and then the Levon Helm Dirt Farmer album were the two albums which were all traditional songs. And it was like, I think there's a handful of records you listen to in your life where you were one way before you heard them and you were another way after you heard them, you know. And I have a couple, but those would be two that just really opened my eyes. And going down the rabbit hole of where some of those songs came from led me to folks like Mississippi John Hurt, and Doc Watson, who really opened my eyes to like finger picking.
I said bye-bye, pretty baby, baby, bye-bye. Well, I said bye-bye, pretty baby, baby, bye-bye. Well, I probably won't see you no more. May God bless you everywhere you go. Well, I said bye-bye, pretty baby, baby, bye-bye. You know, I tried to love my sweet woman, but she didn't understand. You know, I tried to love my sweet woman, she didn't understand. Well, now you know I tried to love my sweet woman, but the girl did not understand. But now she realized she's in trouble, so she met that other man. I'm going away now to leave, mama, can I carry you? Well, I said I'm going away now to leave, mama, can I carry you? Well, I said I'm going away now to leave, mama, can I carry you? Well, I said bye-bye, pretty baby, baby, bye-bye. What you got, Mr. Marshall? Come on. I said bye-bye, pretty baby, baby, bye-bye. Well, I said bye-bye, baby, 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 bye-bye. Well, now you know I probably won't see you no more. May God bless you everywhere you go. Well, I said bye-bye, pretty baby, baby, bye-bye.
That area of the country that I'm from is like a heavy Doc Watson bluegrass area, but when it's around you all the time, you don't really want to be involved. So then when, I was very into like country music, always have been, and then went out west and you don't hear it at all. So when I came back here and there's a fair amount of bluegrass stuff, and we started going to festivals in Kansas, and that reminded me how of my youth and how much I love that stuff. So it's good to be involved in it.
My mom was in the choir and she played guitar, and my dad, like Tom's parents, always had music going, the record player, always. It was more like Elvis and I don't even remember. Everything from the 70s, that was it. I was hooked.
Actually, Tom and I met through Facebook because he's playing Mississippi John Hurt tunes, and I've been a Mississippi John Hurt fan since like the late 70s.
Well, now the moon don't hang quite as high as it used to, and it don't seem like this wind is gonna break. Well, I got two hands on the wheel. Well, I talk to you, babe. Well, I've been thinking about all the things that you said. Well, now you know time stands still, and then it fades away. Well, just like the dust blowing across my windshield. Well, now the orange skies and the Oklahoma sign, it lets me know I'm almost there. Well, I saw the pictures you sent of the kids playing in the pool, and of you in your pretty dress. Well, I was on 75 when I looked to the sky, and I asked how lucky can one man get. Well, now you know time stands still and then it fades away. Well, just like the dust blowing across my windshield. Well, now the orange skies and the Oklahoma sign, it lets me know I'm almost there. Well, now you know soon I'll be home, and I'll sit on the edge of the bed, and I'll tell you of the people and things. Well, now you know they were all fine, and we sure had a good time. But you know there's no one that compares with you. Well, now the sun said goodbye as I hit that state line, and I leaned into the pedal just a bit. Well, now those painted white lines and those reflective signs, they let me know I was almost there.
That's one of the most recent songs I've written here in the last month or two. I love to gig and I love being on the road. And I have a wife and 2 young kids that I don't like to leave, you know, which is, I always say, like, the work is going on the road. When I'm sitting playing, that's not work. I'll play anywhere, but, you know, the driving and traveling is kind of the work. And that song, I play a gig in Omaha once a month, and it's an 11 a.m. brunch gig on a Sunday. And I drive 75, which exits Omaha and spits out about a mile from my house. I drive the whole way every month. And so that's where, like, the line, like, I was on 75, look to the sky, how lucky am I get? And it really is a testament to, thanks to my wife, you know, who, while I've never worked a regular 9 to 5, I don't know that, she probably always thought, like, my husband in his mid-30s would decide to finally jump off and be a professional musician too, you know? I don't know, she didn't necessarily sign up for that, but she's been such an incredible advocate and helper for it. So, I mean, there's no way I could do it without her, not even a remote chance. And that's kind of where that song came from. But I always kind of get home at sunset, and so that's, I always am waiting to see that Oklahoma sign coming home, you know?
Well, I wrote you a song so I'd have one to sing when you walk in that room and you're wearing that ring, and your friends say, honey, what does he do? Well, now you know he says he's out there on the road trying to sing the blues. Well, now you know I could have been a teacher, preacher, babe, or tended a bar till I wrapped my hands around this pretty guitar. And like when I met you, well, I just knew. Well, now you know I had to get out on the road, baby, through and through. Come on, E.T. Said I-35 to 44 into old Missouri past the dirty bookstore. Well, this ain't the kind of thing that you see on the TV shows. Well, now you know that time slips away. The kids will be grown. I can't hold your hand from a hotel room. Well, the day is short and it's yours to lose. Well, all your money out on the road trying to sing the blues. Well, now you know that I wrote you a song so I'd have one to sing when you walk in that room and you're wearing that ring and your friends say, honey, what does he do? Well, now you know he says he's out there on the road trying to sing the blues. Well, now you know you can lose all your money trying to sing the blues.
The place that song kind of came from was there's always this like funny moment, you know, when I'm like in the if like me and my wife go anywhere, like at the kids' school or something like that, you know, and they ask, you know, what do you do for a living? You know, my wife's a director of special ed, which, you know, like Shugs does as a teacher doing the Lord's work, you know, like that is truly what the world needs, people like that. And so, and then we'll get to me and be like, oh, I'm a musician. And they always have this thing where like, well, what else do you do? I'm like, I don't do anything else. That's all I do, you know? And so I kind of wrote that song just to be kind of facetious about that, all like very well-meaning. But, you know, I think there's this idea that like, for musicians certainly, that you just flip it on and off and not maybe always the recognition of like how many hours it takes to get to that stage to be able to do it, you know? And that's kind of just the thought process behind that song.
Well, how long, baby, how long? Well, now has that evening train been gone? Well, it's been gone since that blood red, oh, sun went down. You know I'm walking down the path, mama, now, feeling so sad. You know that I lost the best woman I said that man ever had. Well, how long? Well, how long? Oh, baby, how long? Well, how long? Baby, how long? Well, now has that evening train been gone? Well, it's been gone since that blood red, oh, sun went down. All right, friends, today on the mandolin and tenor guitar, we're my good friend, Mr. Kurt Frenchie Nielsen. name, Mr. Marshall Tinnemeyer. On the harp today, Mr. Shookmore. Playing the bass today, Mr. Whitnall. Playing the Fender Telecaster, Mr. Eric Tarr. Well, now you know I thought I heard a whistle, Mama. Now you know that I think I see a train. Well, now you know that deep in my heart there is an aching pain. Well, how long? Well, how long? Oh, baby, how long? Well, I said, now how long? Baby, how long? Oh, Lord, now has that evening train been gone? Well, it's been gone since that blood red old sun went down. Oh, one more time, boys. Well, I said, now, Candy Man, you know I've been here and gone. Well, I said, now, Candy Man, well, you know I've been here and gone. Well, I said, now, Candy Man, well, you know I've been here and gone. Well, now, I wish I was in New Orleans, sitting on a candy stand. Go get him, Frenchie. Well, I said, now, Candy Man, well, you know now, Salted Dog. Well, I said, now, Candy Man, well, you know now, Salted Dog. Well, I said, now, Candy Man, well, you know now, Salted Dog. Well, now, if you won't be my salty dog, I won't be your Candy Man. Well, I said, run to the corner, get the baby some beer. To the corner, get the baby some beer. I said, run to the corner, get the baby some beer, you know. some beer. I said, run to the corner, get the baby some beer. Well, I'll do anything in this God almighty world. Keep my candy man on. Come on, Marshall. Well, I said, now, Candy Man. Well, you know I've been here and gone. Well, I said, now, Candy Man. Well, you know I've been here and gone. Well, I said, now, Candy Man. Well, you know I've been here and gone. Well, now I wish I was in New Orleans, sitting on a candy